still be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready.
Hey cuties, and welcome back to another Create a Sim video. As always, you can find links to all of the CC that I'm using today in the description down below. And of course, the sim is also available on the gallery. You can use hashtag TheSimPanions to find her, or just find her through my gallery ID, which is also TheSimPanions. It's always in the description as well. But without further ado, let's get straight into this. I hope you are all doing well. I enjoyed myself so much creating this sim. I don't know, it's been a while since I created female sim, and whenever I do go back into it, I'm like, why haven't I done this in so long? It's so much fun. And I tried to go for a little bit of a different vibe, and I think she turned out really cute. So let me know how you like her. Also, let me know what your favorite outfit of hers is, because I'm definitely struggling. I don't know which one. Maybe formal. I think the formal wear looks really cute on her, but don't make me pick. I can't. I don't know which one my favorite is. Also, if you can tell that my brain is all over the place today, it's because it's not just scrambled, it's also fried. I feel so warm. It's not even that hot today. I think it's only like 25 or 26, but I have just been overheating today. It's just, I think because it has been so warm for so many days that I'm now like, okay, there's just no turning back. It's hot now. It does look a little bit windy though, so I might break my rule of only opening the windows during the night when it cools down and open them for a little bit to see if that helps. Because I feel like at this point, it can't get any worse. It's just so warm, and I feel like until September I will be complaining about how warm it is in every single video. And I told my boyfriend yesterday that I think it's so funny because I actually love autumn, my favorite season. I think it's so pretty, but I feel like whenever other people are in autumn, they always tell me like, oh my god, I miss the summer, it's so nice and warm in the summer. And then whenever we do get into summer, people are like, oh my god, it's so hot, I can't focus, it's so hot. Like like, pick your favorite. If you want it to be hot, then deal with it, okay? Yeah, in fact, people always want what they don't have, because in autumn a lot of people are like, oh, in summer, and then once it gets hot, people are like, oh my god, I can't wait for it to cool down again. And it's like, pick your favorite. You can't have it all. Because I definitely picked autumn, okay? I love the rain. I love when the leaves turn. I just think it's so cozy. It's just a whole vibe, and I love it. It's just so comfy cozy. All of my hobbies you can do best in the cooler seasons as well. Even though I guess you can read and stuff outside as well when it's hot, but I just don't focus well when it's warm. It took me so long as well to create this sim, which I feel like has to do with the heat. I edited so many parts out, which I usually don't. Like, usually when I create a sim, you see the whole process and you see me going back and forth, and I think it's kind of nice to see like my thought process on things and be like, oh, she chose this hairstyle and then she went for this and then back to the first. Which I usually do, you know, I usually do go back to the first hairstyle I picked. But in this one, I didn't struggle with the hairstyle. I knew what I wanted because I got that hairstyle in last week's CC haul, which had so many great things in it, and I just love that hairstyle, so I knew I needed to use it. Also used the skin overlay from that CC haul. Love them both. I knew I had to use them like immediately, which might have influenced my decision on doing a Create a Sim video today, because I was like, I need to use all of my new CC. It's my favorite thing. Is anyone else like that? Like when you go CC shopping and have all of these cute new things in your game, you're just like, oh man, I want to create a sim. It just really does it too. I have to. I struggled with her blush though, because I have been using the same blush that is by, I believe, Tree Butterfly for the longest time, but on her I felt like something else just looked a little bit cuter, so I went for it. I just went back and forth on her makeup so much, edited that out. Also on her face I went back and forth a million times on things, and then eyebrows. Even though I always end up using the same eyebrows, I feel like you can really tell it's one of my sims by the eyebrows and the eyes, because I always use the same ones. I also overuse this like whitish blonde hair color. It's just my favorite. I use it on like all of my sims because I just think it suits everyone, because it's weirdly both cool and warm toned. I don't know, it's just, I feel like it suits almost everyone, so I use it so much. I also love it because it's so, I don't know, it's like so in the background that you can play around with colors more, because sometimes if I have a sim that has like ginger hair or brown or black or whatever, I always feel like looks like it just maybe it just like does more to the sim for me to then be like, oh, does the outfit go with it? Does the style of like clothes go with it? You know, I'm just like overthinking everything. But with this like whitish hair, I'm like, it's just in the background. I don't know. Do you guys overuse that as well? Because how many years has it been since they added new hair colors now? I feel like it's maybe 2. Is that too much? No. Maybe it's like 2 or 3. And ever since that hair color came out, I'm like, oh my god, because I feel like previously I always used brown because I didn't like the blonde tones before this hair color. So maybe I'm just overcompensating now, because for the first few years I always created sims with like black or brown hair colors. So I'm like, let me just use this really nice white blonde now. I also wish I had a hair color like that. When I was younger, I would always toy with the idea of like dyeing my hair, and I've made it to my late 20s and I'm still have never dyed my hair in my life, which I'm happy about, because I went through this phase of being like, oh my god, I want it to be like candy cotton pink. And knowing now what colors suit me, which I didn't know when I was a teen, I would just wear whatever I thought looked cute. Pink doesn't suit me, so that would have been a disaster. I don't know, because I don't know if I would have done it at a hairdresser's, because I hope they would point out like, hey, that's not at all your color, don't do that. Or if they just go with it. But I feel like this like light blonde also wouldn't look very good on me. Well, it depends. If it's like warmer toned, it might, because it's kind of like beigey, isn't it? So maybe it would. But having curls and them always being dry, and me literally constantly adding oil to my hair, not literal oil, but you know, products to make my hair more oily, more moisturized, it just doesn't feel like a good idea to bleach it, because I currently have like some people call it mousy brown, some people could just call it brown. My dad used to say I'm dark blonde, which I don't get. It doesn't make any sense. I wasn't even really blonde growing up. I always had like just light brown hair, I would say, because it's not dark brown, which I prefer. I love when people have dark brown hair. I just think it's so pretty. I don't know, it always looks so silky smooth as well. I don't know, but my hair color is kind of not one or the other. I think my sister also explained once that it is in the blonde, because we have the same hair color, that it is technically in the blonde category because it depends on how it reflects light or something. If it reflects the light red or gold, I don't know. Don't ask me, okay? I have no clue about these things. Ask my sister if you want to talk about these things. I have no Scooby-Doo what I'm talking about. She just told me once that it depends on what color reflects back from your hair when light shines on it, and she told me that technically I'm dark blonde, which I'm not dark blonde, okay? I'm like, I have brown hair. Oh my god, we just went into all of this. But the reason I did go into all of this was saying that I would have to bleach my hair to get any other color other than going darker. So I'm glad that I never dyed my hair, because at least now it's healthy-ish. I definitely need to get it cut. I have not had a haircut in so long. I'm not one of those girlies who's like constantly going to hairdressers. Also, I don't get it with like a lot of younger women and girls these days. I feel like they do so much for their beauty, like when their beauty routine, it like has nails, then they wear a bunch of makeup, they go to the hairdresser frequently. What else do you do? I don't know, eyebrows, eyelashes, like eyelash extensions. And I'm here being like, how in the world do you afford that? It's expensive. You'd put like multiple €100 a month into your exterior. Like, what? I don't even understand how you have that type of money, especially with younger girls, because I see so many like 19-year-olds running around with like done eyebrows, eyelashes. There's nothing wrong with them, I'm not saying that. It's just I don't get where you have the money to do all of that, because if I was 17 and still living at my mom, I'd be like, Mom, I want nails, hair, makeup, like all of this. She would have just been like, no, are you crazy? And I couldn't have earned that much money. I mean, I guess if you have a side hustle, then all of your money goes into hair and nails and eyebrows, eyelashes, stuff like that. But is it really what you do? Like, if you are one of those girls, let me know. How in the world do you afford that? Because I could never. I feel like as long as I have like, maybe it's things that I would do if I had like a lot of money, where you're so comfortable that you're just like, oh, I'll treat myself like a nice haircut or nails or whatever. But at this point in my life, I'm like, do I want to spend 50 euros on my nails? Or do I just want to save 50 euros? And I would rather save it, if that makes sense. Also, I have very small hands, so I'm always worried that nails, like going and getting my nails done, would look weird. I also don't have the strongest nails. Like, I rarely wear nail polish these days. I wore nail polish like all throughout my teenage and young adult years, but my nails just like keep splitting and it breaks them, so we're not doing that anymore. They're just the way they are, kind of just a plain Jane with my nails at least. And maybe I should get them done. I actually saw a girl when I went to the drugstore on Saturday who had French nails but on her toenails, and I guess I just never thought about toenails. I mean, I always just paint my toenails and they're always red, but I've never thought about getting like a pedicure and having French nails but on your toes, and I thought it looked really nice. So I was like, maybe one day I can treat myself to that. Even though I feel like if someone would try to do anything to my toes, my feet are so ticklish, I would probably just end up kicking for half of the time. I don't know. It wouldn't be good. But anyways, this video is coming to an end here. Also, my voice has been so bad lately. Like, it's so croaky, is that word? And I don't know, it's bad. So if you heard that, I'm sorry about that. I think it might be the heat, because it's just like the air is so dry that it kind of affects my vocal cords. Because I can definitely tell, like, when I went to the drugstore and I said hello to the cashier, oh my god, I just did like the biggest little crook ever when I said hello, and it was so embarrassing. I don't think anyone noticed but me, but it was embarrassing. It's like, oh no, what is this? And now talking for this long, I can definitely feel my vocal cords getting very tired. But anyways, with that said, the video is coming to an end here. Let me know what your favorite outfit of today was, and let me know how you like Faye, because I think she turned out really cute. And yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you all next time. Bye!
Supposed to end up, it's not enough. And maybe time will make you fade, but I don't know if I'm ready to just let you go away like my friends think I should. Cause what if I just wanna be with you? I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, but honestly I can't remember if you love me, or maybe I'm just feeling lonely, I don't know. Just let her go. She got herself a guy, and he's good. No, he's great. Everything she wanted, packed behind the pretty